the Steelers setting it a few moments ago. Their Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Ground. This is Joe Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2-yard gain on the play.
And one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
On the carry.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 22. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
That's good.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At the 45.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger able to get away. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Steelers 0.
Second down and 7. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The 42-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now Burrow on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. Avoids the target, and he has it over the middle.
Burrow's pass.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bengals.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Smallwood. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a gain of 10.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Dominated, boys, dominated. Let's go. Look at 19. That's it. Stop there. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's enough. Check out. Check out.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This one from 35 yards away. Bullock's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
Ready? Block 80! Watch the screen, watch the screen!
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Switzer. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Number
The
30.
punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
37-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Switzer on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Bengals 6-yard line.
Ben to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow from his own end zone. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of
this is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The 15-yard line.
Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Right side, Tate.
Burrows.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Now Burrow loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Slant pass to Boyd. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 28-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.